Alright, we're back. Gonna do a quick video today, really focusing on some stuff I'm making for our arcade up here, Flipping Great Pinball. Our gift cards are actually little like 3D printed tokens that we use. This we don't gotta have credit card things or paper stuff that people can lose. So I've actually printed a bunch out, which I'll get ready to show you guys here in a little bit. But part of the lovely process of 3D printing is the edges are kind of rough and not really finished well. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up these edges and get them all nice and ready and bring them up to the shop. So let's check it out. So here is a stack of the tokens that I have printed. You can see here, this one I kind of cleaned up a little bit. But you still see that the edges here are kind of rough and have some of this overlay on it. So I'm going to go ahead and use my little bargain belt sander there to go ahead and clean up these edges and make them polished and not rigid and gross for the customers. So we'll go ahead and get this set up and record some of that. So we can see here it's actually much more of a circle now. It's still a little bit rough on the back, so I'm going to go ahead and use some hand sandpaper and clean these up, but they're much better. I'm not sure how much detail is being picked up here because of my lighting, but you can see here it's just a little 3D printed token that we use as a pad. So one down and about 5 billion to go. So we'll follow when we're done. Alright, so here we go. They're all cleaned up. The reason why I've got two different sides is I was printing them this size, and they're like almost at the edge of the bed of my 3D printer, so I decided to print them a little bit smaller. So going forward, all our gift cards would be this little, but you can see here they're pretty much cleaned up. I got to work on the back here, but they actually came out pretty decent. Little all-day admission tokens for Flipping Great. So one of the other things I'm working on today is this table. We're still working on getting rid of our tape locks, so I went ahead and bought a 1 1/8 inch lock from eBay, a little arcade lock, and it works perfect. So I pulled the Extron out because it was not working properly. So now we've got this in here, no more tape. I've got 2 more to swap on the back, and then this table is good to go. I might try to find another door for this, but I'm not quite sure. I kind of like it open. It's just put whatever soldering crap, whatever I'm working on there. So it's working pretty good. All right, so we're on the last lock. We've got that guy done on the front, and of course this third guy over here. Of course, the door's got to be locked, and the only way to get to it is to reach through this little hole here. Let's see if I can do it at the same time. Nope. So let's see if we can't. Set this guy up. You able to see that guy? Probably not. Let's see. Trying to get fancy here. Alright. We're gonna try to unlock this guy without dropping anything important. Let's see what happens. We gotta reach. Oh, it's gonna be impossible to get to because this freaking piece of wood's gonna be in my way. Yeah, damn it. Alright. Change of plans. Trusty old power drill took care of it, so put it on there and squeeze just a little bit, and the whole thing came flying off. As you can see, here's the pieces. So we're gonna go ahead and put this third one on here with this S-tang, and we should be good to go. Alright, we all done. All 3 locks are on. Tangs were kind of a pain in the you know what, but they're on there. So all locks are actually good. Still got to try to find another spare door for that guy. But that'll probably do it for today. Some easy episodes, cleaning up some gift cards, cleaning up some more stuff, getting ready to do some work this weekend, and all that other stuff. Can't remember if I talked about this in the last video, but I got my Ruckus here. Got to get some bigger tires put on. It's a little too low with the lowering kit on it, but it's got a new suspension. We're gonna get the tires on this weekend. I got to clean up the back end. I put a R6 tail light on there, but I'm gonna clean it up and then wire up the front, fix the headlights. I've got to run these wires a little bit better for the LEDs I put on there, and then it should be good for some summer cruising. But that'll probably do it for this episode. So until next time, thanks for watching.
All right, so just went and drove to Atlanta, Georgia to pick up some stuff. The guy didn't want me to film when I was there, so I apologize for not getting any footage, but picked up quite a few cool little cocktail games that we'll go over once I get back to my shop. It is 3:45, so I've got about 4 hours to drive back to Tallahassee. So I will pick this up once we get back to the shop. What's funny is I drove up there to pick up a Galaxian arcade, and when I got there, he had so many obscure, weird, like clearly imported Japanese cocktails, Nichibitsu games. He had a Universal Cosmic Gorilla, which I really wanted, but that was already gone, unfortunately. But I'll show you the ones that we got when we got back. Some of them are kind of janky. The only one that I know runs for sure is Galaxian, which he needs a new power cord, so I'll kind of show you everything once we get back. So stay tuned. Still driving. Just wanted you guys to see what I'm looking at here. Okay, so it's nice and sunny and clear. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it around to show you what we just escaped. Not so good. This camera's gonna pick it up, but you can see how friggin' dark it is back there. Luckily, I only got stuck in it for about 15-20 minutes, and I was able to be doing at least 60-65 the whole time. So I'm hoping that my games in the back there are still dry, but I'm pretty sure they are. They look pretty good. I don't know if you guys can see them or not, but there they are. Tarped up, wrapped up, and netted. So got about a half hour until we're back at my shop to unload. Oh, finally done driving in this truck for 100,000 hours today, but we're back. Everything seems to be somewhat dry, so we're gonna go ahead and unload it and then get the check. Right, so here is the haul for today. We're finally unloaded from the beast back at the shop. This is what I originally drove for. It was a Galaxian cocktail, which is working. It needs to be cleaned up, obviously, and gone through, but game fires up. It's got a weird coin click, so hopefully it's not a board issue. Hopefully it's just a weird old coin acceptor, whatever, vibrating, but it appears to be like somewhat original. I don't know if this like marble laminate paper stuff is original to the cab, but the cab itself is still set up for yen. It's got the indoor use only thing on it. The cord has been cut, so I got to put a new power cord on it, but when I went there, he had a bunch of other stuff that he was just trying to get rid of, so I got these for a really good deal. This is a Moon base, which is straight up Space Invaders clone. It's cool. It's actually in an SNK cab. It's kind of neat. It's got the original.
No, it's actually, this is the Nichibitsu cab. The other ones are the SNK ones.
There's that, and then I got two Moon Crestas. These are the ones that are in the SNK cabs. It's got the old school SNK logos on it, which is kind of cool. I got two of those. This one's missing a leg. Little pirate cab. But these are neat. They're actually like, or no, I'm sorry, the Moon base is a black and white monitor with a colored gel on it. That one's open. All the other ones are locked still, so I'll have to go through those. And then as I was leaving, I saw this little guy, a little pinball cart, which is good. We've been using a Harbor Freight dolly, which works kinda, but it's actually made by Weko, which is kind of cool. Thought that was neat. Weko Corporation. But got a pretty sweet deal on that as well. Now we have an actual pinball dolly we can use at Flippin' Great Pinball. So 10 hours of driving. I am tired, but got some pretty cool stuff. Got some cocktails, and these will be fun to work on. So we got impatient. We plugged in Moon base here. We've actually been plugging them all in. The first Moon Cresta sounded like R2-D2. The second one didn't do anything, and this guy, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but one of the big caps on the chassis, that big gray guy in the center there caught on fire, and it was like a White Snake show with the amount of smoke that was pouring out of it. So needless to say, we know that guy needs to be rebuilt, but one more to go. All right, we in there. So there's the Galaxian, the Moon base, and the two Moon Crestas that are in SNK cabs. I don't know what SNK game they originally were. All the paperwork on the inside of the one that opens just says Moon Cresta. So if you have any ideas of where I can look, let me know. I will take pictures of the panels for you guys later. Maybe that will help. 50 is either rude or doesn't know that I'm filming right now.
I didn't know, I'm sorry.
That's fine. He's messing with me. That's going to do it for this vidya. I was hoping the guy would let me film in there, but he was being weird, which some people are, but it's cool. So 10 hours of driving for junk. Woo! Catch you guys next time.